Hi there, and welcome to the Nourish Mamas podcast, where nutrition, weight loss, and motherhood meet. I'm Mallory, a registered dietitian, mom, and founder of Daily Habits Nutrition. Around here, you'll find practical nutrition advice, sustainable weight loss strategies, meal planning shortcuts, and honest conversations about motherhood, business, and building healthy habits that actually fit your life. Whether you're navigating postpartum, perimenopause, trying to lose weight naturally, or using a GLP-1 medication, or maybe you just want to feel more energized and confident in your body, you're in the right place. My goal is to help you take the guesswork out of healthy eating, simplify nutrition, and show you that lasting change does not come from perfection. It comes from the small daily habits that add up over time. So grab your coffee, head out for a walk, fold that pile of laundry, or settle in for a few minutes just for you. I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back. We are talking about breastfeeding and hunger and why you're so hungry while you're breastfeeding in this episode. So if you're a postpartum mom and nursing, this episode is for you. So essentially, what you may be feeling is like you're hungry all the time and wondering if it's normal. And for many moms, it absolutely is. And there's a huge reason for it, and it is one, that you are feeding not only yourself, but also your child. But two, it really has impacted your nutrition needs from essentially the start of pregnancy all through however long you decide to nurse your child. So your appetite changes, your nutrition needs go up, and your body is going to compensate for that by giving you lots and lots of cravings. So it makes you hungry essentially because you need more calories. It requires a lot of energy to make milk. You're recovering from pregnancy and birth, and you may have sleep deprivation. I say may, like you're not sleeping. Oh God, the early days of postpartum and trying to nurse a child, not only are you learning how to nurse your kid or pump or whatever that looks like in your life, you're also dealing with the fact that they're waking up all the time, and when you're really in the early stages, they don't know day from night yet. So it just becomes really, really challenging, and that sleep deprivation and the stress that that causes on the body affects your hunger hormones. So you're feeling more hungry and a lot less full. So your body is giving you all this feedback that you need more food, and you're caring for this tiny little human and most likely forgetting about your own needs. And so it's really, really hard in this transition to take care of yourself. And so that's what I'm here to really help you understand, is like some easy, simple ways to do that. And really just realize that hunger in this case is not the enemy. It's not usually the enemy anyway. A lot of people may think it is. But constant hunger doesn't mean you have no willpower. It means that you have a huge draw on your energy requirements. It means that you have a lot of hormonal shifts going on in your body. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. Your body is just trying to meet those real demands of feeding your child, because they're getting somewhere around 300 to 500 calories a day in their breast milk. And where do you think that's coming from? It's absolutely coming from the food that you're eating. So this is a huge reason why you're feeling the hunger. And there's a few things that make it worse, that as new moms, it's really easy to fall into this, where skipping meals, not eating enough protein, having too little fiber, too little healthy fats, those are all going to make it so that you feel hungrier throughout the day, especially later in the evening. And you may be grabbing quick snacks that are really carb dense, that don't keep you full. So I'm thinking like pretzels, chips, popcorn, and not having anything with it. Even if you're eating fruit and not having anything on the side that has either protein or fat with it, is going to leave you hungry very quickly. And you may not be drinking enough water. So again, with breastfeeding, your water needs are much higher because you are losing quite a bit of that water to feeding your child. So that can make a huge difference. And then going too long between meals, even if your meals are super well balanced and you're having fats, fiber, protein, all of the things in them, you still are going to get hungry within about 3 to 4 hours. So having meals set up on a time schedule can be really beneficial. even though I know it can be really challenging. So this is something I help my clients with a lot, is figuring out why their hunger is so high, specifically, like pinpointing what's going on for you, and then also really digging into the ways that are going to make it easier for you. So here's a couple of ideas that can absolutely help, just as a general way to get you started. But if you need more assistance with this after this episode, feel free to send me a message over on Instagram at Mallory Younglove, and we can kind of talk through it and see what would be a good fit for you to really get yourself the foods that you need and make sure that that's easy enough for you through some coaching. So one of the main things that's going to help is not waiting until you're starving. This is the fastest way for your meals to go off the rails and end up just grabbing something really fast, really easy, and something that doesn't support your goals very well. Because if you're already starving, you're going to be reaching for the things that your body is demanding, which is carbohydrates and fats. So if you end up feeling like you have a big sweet tooth right now, this might be part of it. So something else that really is beneficial and can help a lot is building your meals around protein. And if that means having leftovers for breakfast because that is what is available and you don't have the energy to pull something together, I'm all for it. I spent many a breakfast when Elijah was teeny having either chicken breast, steak, or pork chops for breakfast because that was the easy option for protein at that point in time. You want to include some fiber, so any kind of produce, whole grains, nuts, seeds, beans, those are all going to help. And then healthy fats. Those are definitely what we're looking for. That would come from olive oil, avocados, avocado oil is another really good one. And then again, nuts and seeds are some of those healthy fat sources. So those can all be helpful. And then you want to keep some easy snacks that you can eat one-handed. This is something that can be an absolute game changer. Keep them where you nurse your child. Sometimes that hunger hits while you're in the middle of feeding them, so have something shelf stable that you can just have on hand. And then hydrate throughout the day. Keep your water bottle on you. If you've heard of an emotional support water bottle, this is why. This is exactly what we need those for. And then if weight loss is your goal, I still want to make it very clear, like, hunger is not the enemy. You don't have to ignore your hunger, and that extreme restriction is usually what backfires, because then you end up craving all kinds of foods that aren't supportive, but it also makes it really hard for you to feed your child. So if you are having too few calories, your milk supply might dip, and so it makes it very challenging to keep supporting both yourself and your child. And weight loss may look different during breastfeeding because your needs are so different. It's possible to lose weight while nursing. Some moms feel like it just falls off. For me, it was when I gained the most weight, because I had pretty minimal weight gain during my pregnancy, like a decent amount, about 15, 20 pounds. And then I ended up going up another 10-ish pounds, close to 300 pounds at the end of my pregnancy, and like while I was breastfeeding. In the 2 months after birth is when I feel like I gained the most weight. So if that tells you anything, and I was able to lose some of that, get back down to about 275 while still nursing, and it mostly came from eating very strategically by having meals throughout the day, starting to add back in some more movement as it's safe for you to do so, and just really making things easier for you and having the meals available. So bottom line, if you're feeling hungrier while breastfeeding, it's totally normal. A lot of the time you may feel hungrier breastfeeding than you did in your third trimester. It's not a bad thing, it's just something to be aware of and to work with it. Really give yourself the permission to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and some snacks so that you aren't feeling hangry, irritable, or like you are fighting an uphill battle. So the simple balanced meals are going to take you much, much further than trying to white knuckle through the hunger and keep yourself from eating if you are already hungry. So if you feel like this was helpful but you don't know exactly what to do next, take the personalized weight loss roadmap quiz. It will put you through the postpartum pathway and that will give you a lot of these tips just written down for you so that you can reference it over and over again. And I also have the What to Eat and Prep membership available. So this has simple meal ideas and meal planning support with really quick and easy, like what to prep if you have 10 minutes, 20, I think it's 10, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and it gives you weekly meal plans that can be implemented in less than an hour a week, as well as my Nourished Mama's AI assistant. So that will help you to personalize your meals and really get the most out of it. And you can either get that separately and just do the what to eat and prep. It's about $17 a month, or you can package that in with coaching. It's something that I include in all my coaching packages because I want to make sure that people know exactly what to eat and prep for their meals, and just to keep it really easy. So if you have any questions about this, pop on over to the quiz or the What to Eat and Prep page. And if you have any questions, send them over to me on Instagram at Mallory Younglove. And I super appreciate you joining me for this episode. I hope it was helpful. I know this may bring up some more questions, so again, reach out to me. Let me know what's going on. If I can help you and really give you that support, then that would be ideal there. So make sure that if you are not following the podcast, you can subscribe to that below. Leave me any reviews, send me any comments or any questions that you want me to answer on future episodes, and I will talk to you next week.